Hi folks, I've been getting a lot of requests for how I make my homemade butter. So what you'll need are 2 pints of heavy whipping cream. I use Organic by Horizon, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, food processor, a medium bowl, a colander, and a hand towel. So if you have all these ingredients, let's go ahead and get started. I already have one of the pints of cream poured in the food processor, so let's get the other in there. I'm using Horizon's Organic Heavy Whipping Cream. I like to use the organic because it's not over processed and it's pretty much just cream. There's no other additives. Next, let's toss in a teaspoon of kosher salt. The salt is a preservative for butter. Without it, it'll last about a week to 10 days. With it, you'll get 2 to 3 weeks out of it. Then we put on the food processor lid, we turn it on, and let it run for 4 or 5 minutes. At 3 minutes in, we can see that our cream is very thick, like a whipped cream, and we're starting to get a little bit of separation going on. After 5 minutes, you'll definitely start seeing a separation between the buttermilk and the butter curd. After 7 minutes of food processing and spinning the cream, you will definitely see the break between the butter and the buttermilk. You'll see a lot of splashing inside the processor. It'll speed up and run a lot faster. And if you look down inside it, you can actually see the lumps of butter being spun around. At this point, I like to let it run for another 30 to 60 seconds just to make sure we have everything all separated. This is the part where you put your towel inside your colander and then set your colander inside the bowl. The towel is to squeeze the buttermilk out of the butter with, and the bowl is to catch the buttermilk. We use the buttermilk for pancakes and for biscuits. Quite good. Look at all that yummy butter. So we got to get the blade out. We don't want to cut ourselves as we're dumping this into the bowl. So let's take the blade out and then go over and take the butter and dump it into the towel inside the cup. Now that you've got your butter inside the towel, you want to wrap it up and pull the edges up like a package and get it all in there and then start squeezing the buttermilk out. It takes a good bit of pressure to squeeze it, so squeeze it hard. And if your hands aren't strong enough, then maybe you need to get somebody to come over and help you and do the squeezing for you. But squeeze it several times, get as much buttermilk out of it as you can. Then the buttermilk can be used for other purposes. Like I said, we use it for biscuits and pancakes. Set it aside, put it in a container, and leave it in the fridge for a week or so. Then the last thing I would do is to rinse the towel with the butter in it off with some cool water from the tap. Give it one more squeeze and then dump it into a Tupperware dish or some sort of container that will keep in the fridge with a lid. And there you go. You have sweet cream butter that is organic. You know exactly what's in it, and it only took you 15 minutes or less. Thanks a lot. I hope this answers the question for all those people out there that have been asking.